Good afternoon, and welcome to another edition of Base Invaders, brought to you by Rustoria Servers and sponsored by Rusty Pot. Today we have 3v3s, so North America, and you can see our little body is a little skewered at the moment. Our producer today and observer is Gigi. I'm Blastrites, and I have Bigfoot here with me. How are you doing today, Bigfoot?
I'm good, thank you. How's it going?
No, it's going good. It's a nice, quiet Sunday, and I hope to change that by hearing a lot of boom and AK shots.
Yeah, that's definitely going to change. These neighborhoods are really packed tight. We've got like 4, 5, 6 TCs. There's one neighborhood with like 10 up at the North Island, I think. Yep, look at that. South the treatment plant. That's just insane. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 in the northwest there. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's going to be action-packed up top. South maybe a little quieter, but there's still neighborhoods that they'll probably be picking on each other.
People already getting points to the board as the shots are being fired, and obviously, as soon as the attack phase starts, the hard point starts. It does look like it's in the hands of Lawrence.
Yeah, they'll be earning 2 points every 30 seconds, so those will go a long way, but I don't know how beneficial it would be if there's no counters for it.
Yeah, you're saying you really want those kill points as well, but yeah, 2 kills every 30 seconds is still steady income. Just see if it works out for them as time goes by.
Definitely. Well, good luck to Leonce. There are a couple people built close by that could possibly give them a run for the money and take over the position. But, oh, there we do. We have some shots going out.
That's Doja in City, right in open space there, down to 37 HP.
We do have an attack heli coming in. I could hear the blades in the distance. But, Epic team seems to be just staying in their base right now. I'm not sure what their goal is, or if they're just finishing up the base.
Does look pretty unfinished, to be honest. Little bits maybe, which is actually quite an open roof. They're going for the hard point and they're going for the heli at the same time now. Nice one, Lawrence. No, that's a way to crack up the points, especially if they can get it to land right in the middle of that hard point. Does look like they're going to be able to take it down right next to it, though, at the very least. This could be an interesting amount of points for Lawrence to start off this event with.
It will definitely be interesting.
Foxy goes down.
Oh. And heli was taken down. So now definitely people will be pushing out to get this, because these guys have hard point, and then they're also getting 15 points with these crates if nobody else contests and take it.
Yeah, Lawrence already 6 points ahead from second place Cavild. It's going to be interesting to see if Epic team make this push down to these crates in the hard point area. They've been hanging on to the base so far. They might have quite a good angle just from the roof as well, bringing that little bit of roof camp, try and help out the push onto these crates. One of the Lawrence players did go down. Hopefully they'll be coming back from a spawn point nearby. Cheese just running around checking the flank areas. Does look like Foxy has returned. Going to grab that body, and there'll be 3 of them trying to defend these crates.
It will be. There are a few people that are eliminated. Not sure if they tried to move their TC or what's going on with those. Might have not had enough people at their team. But several teams have been eliminated. Currently, we're not in the elimination phase, so this could be all admin related. I'm sure we'll find out more later.
Get rid of them, I say. Useless. Look at them.
Now, 3v3s are something a little special because typically you have to have at least 50% of your team available. So that works when we have 8v8s and you have to have at least 4 players on your team. 3v3s, you can have just one person be a team. So it does make things a little interesting. I know a few weeks ago we did see one team that had one player, and he held on almost the entire time during raid phase, being attacked nonstop. So it could be fun. What
So a bit of twig at the top
incarnation is
there.
this?
Bit, saw something a bit similar in the last in the EU base invaders. But it looks like they left a twig on the top. If they're trying to be sneaky and hiding the TC in the top and there's twig right there, they might be shooting themselves in the foot if they don't realise that. I might want to upgrade that at some point. Unless that entire cube at the top is just another red herring in this weird ass base.
I kind of think maybe they were trying to put something else up on the roof, and that was going to be their jump up on the way. But then they were like, "We'll just leave it there in case we need to hop up quick." I'm not really sure what the point of that is.
Bolotny goes down to 17 HP, falling off from the climb up. Yeah, this is one of these quite close-knit neighborhoods as well. As soon as the raid phase starts, one of these bases is going down.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting with how many neighbors there are. So I think a lot of people are not going to have to travel very far to attack their for find an easy raid or find PvP. So we'll probably just see a lot of these neighborhood skirmishes.
A little bit more twig there. These teams need to catch up on their upgrading. I think some easy routes in.
Yeah, it's like we gave you an extra 15 minutes to build. Come on, guys.
That one's still going up in the leaderboard. I'm guessing they've still got hold of that hard point. Crates will probably still be on fire right now, but so far it does seem like they've just held control of that hard point, getting points on the board. Epic team still not doing anything about this. Would have expected them to push down by now, to be honest. Maybe they're just not really feeling it. Trying to play it safe, just letting Lowens grab at these points. 25 killed on 20 though. Still getting quite a few points just off PvP kills there. Frivkurt in third place with 10.
Yeah, it does look like they're just waiting for the fires to go out. Nobody is testing this as easy 15 points plus whatever they're getting from this hard point.
Yeah, they're just still slowly going up 30 now.
I mean, that's great for these guys. I mean, they couldn't have asked for a better heli spawn.
Yeah, that's actually perfect for them, isn't it? None of these they got it to come over to them past these bases. So none of these other bases were like trying to take heli. These Lowens just grabbed it from a big distance. It flew straight over that hard point, and they had no sweat getting it down, apart from losing Foxy for like a few minutes. But Foxy came straight back, got that body, got that loot back, and they just had full control of this. Would have expected to see a lot more action considering the hard point and the heli was here, but all the teams in the surrounding areas seem to be cracking on with their bases, not really fighting, but therefore not really getting many points.
Very true. I mean, even with them covering those, I mean, they have 38 points, but there's other teams out there already at 20, and that's just straight PvP.
Look at this neighborhood, man. This Oxum's. Is this the Oxum's crew den? Look at that. Oh, and Dome as well, so there's an extra bit of roof camp. But that's the thing. We've only 3 players. Like, so if this was 8 man, there'll be someone right up on Dome covering this area for like Slat, for example. But there's 3 of them. You want to be probably playing a bit more together than this, because if you get taken down from a distance, as soon as you've lost 1 player, that's 33% of your whole team. So 3 man's a very, very different approach to this game.
Oh, absolutely. Usually you leave maybe one person behind, either a builder or somebody just to keep an eye out or go grab some more resources, but you can't really afford to lose that one other player. I mean, you need them at the raid or in a PvP fight.
Shout out Yogi, bro. I used to cast Base Invaders a year or so ago, and that's one of the few names I still remember. Still some players sticking around pretty good to see. A lot of new names, though.
There are a lot of new names even when I started, so I can only imagine.
It's good to see the old timers, though. People have been stuck at Base Invaders this whole time.
It's a little addictive, so I've heard. Alright, we've got Jack up on the roof, providing cover.
Sober getting a good kill there. Cookie looking pretty good in this PvP here, but can't see them on the leaderboard, so they haven't got too many points collected yet.
They have not yet, but I'm sure they're over here scoping out this base that does not have a compound and trying to prevent them from maybe moving out of the base.
Another patrol helicopter's inbound. Do you think Laon's going to get this one too? Imagine. It can't. I mean, the
I
whole
have
point's
seen
got
them.
crates out now. Now they're finally
Yeah.
being contested, though. Scuba on the way in, but another team not in the top 10 trying to come in and affect this first place team on their hard point. But it looks like being out in that open space might be getting beamed down. Laon saw them coming. I think it was 3 crates on the hard point now, counting down.
Oh, they're trying to use the barrels.
Oh my god. It's slaughter for Scuba.
Not the best. I don't know what the radius is where you can put the walls up, but
Bang. Goodbye, Scuba.
it was a nice attempt. Thank you for the kits. And we still have somebody there controlling earning points.
That's crazy. Laon's just being the uncontested for so long, and the minute someone tries to contest them, they just get slain. 3 players taken down behind the barrels there. Couldn't even make it out across that last little bit of space before they even got to the hard point. So Laon's just still going to be ticking away on those points.
Yeah, I might as well easy points. They can rest up. They don't have to use as much ammo as long as there's not massive waves that come after and try to contest it.
It's actually the meta, though. Look at that. 60 points ahead of Cavill, who is second place with 25. This is just clearly the new meta. That's one thing that has changed since I used to do Base Invaders a while back, is this hard point every attack phase. If you can keep control of that, you're going to be steady ahead. And I think I heard in the last stream I was watching EU, someone was saying if they finish first in the attack phase, is that bonus points as well?
Yes, I believe it's 10.
How much is that? 10. So there you go. If Laons can hold this the whole time, it's just exponential the amount of points they accrue for holding down that hard point and taking it all the way to the end of the attack phase. So I think that might be the new meta if you can get away with it.
Yeah, I think as long as you're able to pop off really quickly in the raid phase and get some TCs, then definitely that is a good way to go about the attack phase.
Yeah, because they're not out there farming for sulfur, are they? But all these crates they've been getting, they're going to have rockets and C4 from these crates. So if they can just get that back home, get into the base on the way home, take out a TC on the way, such a comfortable position ahead. Looks like this Russian dude gets taken down by Dulf.
Yeah.
On the shooting floor. Didn't see whose base this was out of the 2 teams, though. It's Team Hovey.
Gotta make it easy for us to say.
So that is Dill's base. That was a defense. But it looks like the rest of Dergil is actually somewhere else inside. Joker, yeah, up on the shooting floor. They're down on the stone, getting down there, actually, yeah.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that they haven't had any of embrasures put up on those windows to prevent people from just easily going in during an attack phase.
Attack heli has been taken down. That will be by Frivka. Cat and I. Way I, man. That's what we say where I'm from in the Newcastle. Newcastle in the UK. Say I instead of yes.
Ah, there we go.
I wonder if they're from the same city or if they're just a pirate. Cause it's what pirates say in it as well.
Do you think yourself a pirate, huh?
No, but we got a big river through the city, so it's like old maritime culture. That might be why it's I.
Oh, that's true. Okay, maybe. I can see that.
Maybe.
We have Mosquito over near launch. I don't know if they're trying to push out or just no. It looks like they're trying to get back home, but with 11 health, he's trying to med.
Out in the open though, that spray raining down. Most shots seem to be missing though.
It's like, come on, I gotta work on that.
Yeah, I'm not talking about myself when I say I can't spray. Fuck.
I'm usually gonna say that I can't spray, so.
No, I actually can't either. Not that distance, man. Look how far away. Back up to full health. Mosquito gonna make it away full health there.
Yeah, that distance was commendable. He's keeping him away from the heli loot, so I'm not gonna say anything because I couldn't have done better. I probably would have died from a stray bullet. All right, so we have Roadkill, SWK. Not sure what that other one. Taku Aches. Interesting name. But it's been quiet here. I don't know. It looks like maybe they've tried to go out to the launch site, get some more loot.
Some teams are actually leaving one player home. We're saying, you know, it's a bit tricky to do that in 3-mans, but some players are doing it.
This is
Twig
unfortunate.
shooting floor might take finish your base, team. What is this? You got 40 minutes left of attack phase and just like 50% twig base. What's going on? No
Oh, no.
compound, nothing.
I mean, you got to get that compound up very quick. At least it's hard to watch easy entrance points. There's still a lot of thatch around. It's not good.
Yeah, this is a good tactic. When you just harass a team that haven't quite finished their base during the attack phase, you keep it all so open when it comes around to the raid phase. You know, they're holding them back like this. Look at how much twig there is, man. They'll just be able to raid with guns.
I would probably try to draw a heli over here, but that's me. Take out all the roof.
Will there be another heli before attack phase is out? There's been 2 already.
I think at least one more.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, but Taku Egg's just sitting on top of the space, keeping other people from trying to take it over, and hopefully take NZZZZ out.
Conchow spawned at the bottom, but I don't think there was many loot boxes around. Maybe just spawned from a sleeping bag naked, just with a rock or something. I don't think not sure if Uns have much to do about this situation. Takuake is pretty deep in their base, holding as well. Yep, like I said, just naked, just a sleeping bag. Will be taken out.
Yeah, I'm only seeing sleeping bags.
You know, TC might just be behind these double doors. It's one of the only closed areas off, so like that's why they're trying to keep control of this. As soon as the raid phase starts in 30 minutes, they might have the easiest TC on the map.
Oh, absolutely. Quick TC for these guys. It's going to be easy 40 points. That'll bump them up nicely. I'm not sure where they're even sitting currently. So this is... There's so many names.
No, 7 points. 18 for 7 points.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
So...
they'll get 47, which would put them only in 2nd place. Lowens have just absolutely smashed this attack phase with the new hardpoint meta, just holding that down, even taking a helicopter from the hardpoint as well, getting those crates. Are they still holding it? Yeah, look at this. This is the way to do it. 2 points every 30 seconds. Never mind the kills they've had when teams have foolishly walked through that open space without taking the proper precautions. We saw 3 players going down behind the barrels earlier on.
Yeah, and it does look like either a heli or a Scrappy is flying in the distance from those guys. I don't know. That's somebody on the move. Yeah, it looks like maybe a Scrappy. Yeah. Team maybe scoping out, trying to see what teams might be the easiest to take out their first go around. This is Uga. Smoke all by themselves on the coast.
One thing I definitely remember is that if you do build out like in the lonesome areas, it's really hard to get the points on the board fast. So a lot of these teams that build safe, it's really hard for them to get the raid points up, the PvP points up, and sometimes they stand to the last minute, but they often don't have any points on the boards. It's really the people that build in the neighborhoods, but also manage to dominate, that manage to get the points right up on the board. Or as I'm seeing with this new hardpoint meta, it's whoever just sits in that for the attack phase.
Yeah, the other teams right now will just hope that they can't raid, and I didn't recognize the names of people in layouts, so it could be this might be the only major boost of points they get, or they could be fantastic raiders and keep that lead the entire time. Team Tour, incomplete, and Stone.
Team Turkish gone deep.
Yep. We have stone bases. We have open doors.
I remember this problem. I remember this problem of observing base invaders getting lost in bases. You can't go through bits that haven't been opened up. So you got to find the damn team. There they are. And they just look like they're almost deep. So again, with attack phase nearly over, this might be a pretty easy TC if they can start booming when this is finished. Shrug, wave, hello. Right, I get it.
If we weren't invisible, we could wave back.
Yeah, your body's in the sky, innit? Another patrol copter inbound. You were right there, so there's definitely at least 3 in the attack phase.
Now it's just a matter of getting our way out of here. So this looks like another quick 40 points for Turkish. Kuki is coming down though, so they may already they may contest this, but I don't know if they would be able to get in quick enough.
So they've got ladders they can get straight over these gate. Oh, the ladders haven't even been taken off these gatehouses, so they can just walk straight in. Ladders also up to the roof. If they can do it quietly, it'll be an easy flank surprise for Turkish. But Kay on the beach actually has the information. Kay's been taken down. Big Valera going to climb over the gatehouse now. There's some support from the hilltop, which is quite a good angle down to that roof. Big Valera going to hopefully find these ladders, make that push up to the rooftop, and try and contest this raid possibly.
Yeah, Kuki was able to get by. Trying to be steep.
Someone says in the chat, heli bomb on roof with big heli. I guess they're talking about that building that's still complete twig, and yeah, that'll be pretty fun to see. Just drive a full scrap heli into that twig roof. Big Valera making this sneaky push. Unfortunately, gonna get doubled. Gets doubled by F7 there. Nice one.
It was a nice attempt, but it also looks like Islat is coming up behind Kuki, so it's going to be interesting for that. Who's going to get in that base?
Another unfinished base. Bit of twig, stone, not even metal. No crates in the windows. What is going on here? This could be a quick one to fall, to be honest. There's not going to be many rockets to blast this to pieces, is it? Where's the metal at?
It's like I didn't see a compound. Don't know if there were furnaces going. I don't see anything. So they didn't even have metal cooking.
Yeah, I'm sure someone scouted this out. It looks like Joke have seen it. TC have also seen it. TC also even got a platform out. Maybe they're getting ready to get on this one in 7 minutes, 42 seconds left of the attack phase. So out of Joke and TC, one of these teams is probably going to get a hold of this TC in this flimsy stone base.
And heli was taken out by Lays. It's over on the west side. Let's see if this is contested at all or if it's open area. Oh, on the east.
Do have one player from Pepito contesting, but as I say that, they get taken down. Looks like a team off it. Got it from their rooftop. Right next to the base, they can roof camp this. They can send Merry Yikes out and about. They're looking like they're probably going to get these points on the board for these crates. Not really anyone else in the area right as of yet.
Yeah, nice easy points for them. Papito is over in the distance. May try to push, but they look like they're meeting up. I'm not sure if it's to exchange kits. And Big Poppy T is going to make a push for it. I like to see it.
Yeah, they may as well. It's a little bit of PvP at the least, if they don't get a hold of those crates. Not the most... A little bit naked there. His legs, nothing on the legs, but I do see roadside kill. Sprays coming down from the rooftop. That roof camp is there, holding down the heli. We're going to only take 1 or 2 bullets in this run.
It wouldn't be rest without the roof campers.
Clutch wall just in time before Big Pappy T hashtag the biggest gets taken out. Also got Feskvum. Feskvorn. Feskarn. Not much kit on this one though.
He has managed to sneak in. Maybe from a previous bag, he placed another one. Trying to sneak in behind Merry Yikes and eyes from the roof.
Good positioning, but just no kit on Feskarn. It's not really sure what they're going to try and pull off.
Yeah, I'm going to say Big Poppy T would probably need to move around to the other side to pull their attention away from that angle. But I don't see that happening.
You can have all the positioning in the world, but it's no good if all you got is a rock in your belt. That's...
Yeah, not going to have much damage done there.
Big Pappy T hashtag the biggest draw and fire towards the coast, but Oh, Fescon's not there anymore, I don't think. So
No.
we'll just F1 go.
Maybe an F1. I didn't see any bullets heading that way.
Getting flamed by the casters, decided to go home.
All right, let's see where we're going back to hardpoint.
Mounts, man. Look at this.
These are our current leaders right now. They have held this the entire attack phase with only 4 minutes left. Now would be the time we just like, go ahead and move back to your base, get ready to move out, and are you gonna hold there the entire time?
Actually, I mean, I don't think it's worth it in the it shuts down in the raid phase, right? Anyway,
Yes.
is that right? Yeah, yeah. So even if it was open, it wouldn't be worth it. You want to be out raiding, getting TCs. That would not be the meta. It's the same point in raid phase. Just like, oh, it's all right, guys. Two points every 30 seconds.
No, definitely would not be worth it. So I suspect they'll be moving back to their base, gearing up, and trying to maybe go after one of the targets who never bothered to come out and counter that hard point. And this base, what do you think of this base?
Yeah, I mean, it's quirky. It's a bit tall, a bit thin. feel like it's a bit unfinished. But it you know, you might be surprised if as long as they can maintain roof control, they might be all right. But I don't think there's a turret on the roof up there, so the chance of that is pretty slim. You know, they lose those beds, probably lose control pretty quick.
Yeah.
Easy ladder in as well. Look at that big flat wall. Easy ladder in over the top. That wall does absolutely nothing. So they could put some floors on there just to make that actually mean something.
Yeah.
But right now, just straight over the top in it. So
it's going to be interesting. It would be a fall. There would be noise with the crunch. Maybe if they can get a way to stand on top of that wall and then place another ladder. But it looks like a dangerous jump for anybody. All right. Nice little squat base here. Honeycombing on the outside.
that's a bit more chunky. But still, lose roof control. Oh, there's at least there's one turret. That's not going to last that long, though, is it?
Makes me wonder where the other turrets are. And these doors just give me pause. I don't know why. Just like something's wrong.
I mean, you know that weird base we saw earlier with like it's like got boxed off roof, like you know it looks weird, but at least you can't lose roof control so easy.
That is true.
You know, you've got that internal roof control no matter for at least like 4C4, 8C4, some of them. Oh, there's still Twig. My days, they've really held them back, haven't they? Uns have just been infested by SWK here.
Oh, okay. So Taku Aches was actually pushed out of here. So now SWK has held control of this base.
Interesting. SWK have came with boom as well, ready to go. It's only 1 minute 40 seconds. Could be worth just sticking around to see how this kicks off as soon as that raid phase starts. Not too long now, so hang tight, everybody. It's about to get interesting. These neighborhoods so densely populated. There's going to be some pretty crazy fights going on. We saw the EU base invaders tonight, the 3v3s. That was a bit of a roof-to-roof rocket action. Two bases cut in half just from separate roofs while those raids going on left, right, and center in this small little neighborhood. We'll probably see a lot more of that just about a minute to go.
Yeah, not long at all. It looks like they're just exchanging some fire with Taku Aches, trying to keep them from pushing up. Would imagine those walls will be despawning pretty soon unless they're recently put up.
But yeah,
really
Taku Aches probably going to be a little bit annoyed that this has been taken away from them, so they might even try and contest this yet again. Probably assuming that when this raid phase starts, they're going to be pushing in a bit. Also, remember, as soon as this raid phase starts, you can just shoot out this twig. So the cover that Dara has on the top right now, if this was actually raid phase, that's exactly what they were standing on, could just be shot out from underneath them. So everything's going to change in just 30 seconds.
Yeah, and it does look like he is moving in and giving up the roof control. Well, no, he's just peeking back in and out. But it would be fun to see him get shot down from the twig. So if anybody wants to do that for me, that would be amazing.
Maybe Dara's not keeping an eye on the time here, but I would be falling back into the metal holding angles that are a little bit safer than full twig shooting floor. But 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right, what attack Wake's got going here, and what does SWK have? Do they have some boom in their pockets? Hardpoint's no longer active as we move into the raid phase.
Okay, so our winners so far for the attack phase are Leonce with 167 points going into the attack phase, and Tor was already eliminated by Turkish. And there goes the twig.
From two different angles as well. Both neighbors know. Dad, doing what I was saying I would have been doing about a minute ago, running into that metal to try and take cover. Does get away with their life. Takuake's making that push in. This twig shooting floor is disappearing extremely fast, and now the rockets are coming in from the rooftop. Man, they need to make it. That team is out of render distance. I don't even know who it is, man. They're shooting rockets.
That's a great shot.
FG, get out your base, man. Make a push for it. Whoa, this is nice. See, this nice, pretty much finished base there. A lot of metal.
Yeah. They definitely have spent time on their base setting it up. We have SDBK. There's one member back at the base, so there's only two fighting in. Inz is still in the base. I don't know if they were able to get kitted up and actually contest.
Yeah, I mean, I don't hear any boom here. I mean, I hear boom off to the side somewhere, but doesn't actually seem that SWK had any boom ready to go, because I didn't hear anything popping off as soon as that raid. But here is this flimsy little stone base we were talking about. It was going to get raided straight away by Joke or TC, and that is already happening. TC holding three different angles with Tajan on their flank, so maybe actually surrounded by Joke. The rocket's going steadily into this flimsy little stone base. I'm sure it'll fall pretty soon.
Yeah, it will not be able to stand up to these rockets. It's just a matter of who is going to get inside and take this TC first.
Turkish coming down as well, though. We've got F7 and Shopify Rebellion at the bottom of this cliff, so the minute this base is anyone's game, but we got it's Joke and TC sending rockets off on the side. Dole inside their base. Looks like they're not really doing much to defend this. They're not even peeking out.
And Turkish is moving in really quick, and they had just gotten a TC, so they're already moving on to the next one.
No way. And few taken down by Brick, so Brick will be getting some points on the board. Double C4 on the side of this base. Turkish can try and take that over as well. There's actually 3 teams raiding Dole right now.
Oh, that's unfortunate. But it is one of the things why you want to middle it immediately, just because it is a sign of weakness for a lot of these players, and that's who they're going to go after.
Krivka so taken out by Napas.
Looks like Turkish is going straight into the core. No TC here, but all these open doors. Thank you so much. And there's
and they
TC.
found it. Turkish have just walked in and stolen the raid off TC and Joke. And this will be Dole getting taken out. Goodbye, Dole. GG's, nice try. But next time you might want to consider preparing some metal and a compound and also some guns.
Yeah. And being in that position too with the cliffs over behind you, it wasn't a great build spot.
Yeah, it was terrible actually. Yeah, all that high ground around it. Another big raid going off. SWK now. I don't know if they're gonna. Yeah, they finally land one on the TC. Missed the first couple C4, but that'll be 40 points for SWK in just a second. Unz taken out by SWK.
Now that's unfortunate for the neighbors that were holding on to that base for as long as they did. But great job by SWK taking over that control of the base. So many raids.
Yeah, so many. I think Turkish have got the most points on the board in the raid phase so far. Still behind Lawrence with that massive hardpoint advantage, but if Turkish keeps steamrolling through TCs at this momentum, they will be ahead of Lawrence in not too long. Does look like we've got Scuba and Lawrence here. That'll be Lawrence raiding Scuba even. They've got their platform out, and looks like they're pretty far in the base, so we were asking that question before the raid phase. Will Lawrence be able to just get that momentum early on and get those TCs to add on to that hardpoint advantage? And it does look like they're getting on it so far. So as long as no one can test this and they manage to get away with it and find that TC, they will still be ahead quite comfortably. F7 getting a good kill.
They did. They really like to get this friendly fire. It's fine. But yeah, I think we were looking at this base earlier, and the design was fairly interesting. But as long as you can get through these doors, it's a good job. And now it's a matter of where the TC is. That would be the interesting part. Earlier, like when we'd look through the build phase, they have the opportunity to move their TC. So there's always a chance it's a different spot whenever we look at it. So it makes it interesting to us. It's still a game. We're kind of with the players at the moment. We don't know what the TC is.
Starting to look promising, though we don't know where it is. As soon as you start hitting armor in the middle of a core, you start to think you might be on your way to the TC, but it could also be a red herring to drag you through those doors. It could just be in another corner somewhere else, unsuspecting, but I think that HQ looks pretty promising. Foxy's still standing inside. See a little bit of shooting going on.
Yeah, high qual is definitely a big flag for a lot of players, and they will spend the extra boom to go through if they need to. Looks like Scuba is destroying Leonce's beds in their platform. Oh, and they have a caravan, so...
Yeah, it does seem like Leonce have lost control of this raid now, but as long as they take down Scooby Booby, start to get the spawn platform back, they could maybe put down some more bags or beds, but they've lost the control of the raid and the spawn platform for now, so Scuba are actually going to have a chance to rebuild if they want to get on it. But while we say that, Makima have been eliminated by Zyablik.
And over to another raid. There was R. Let's go a little bit to the southeast. HVY. Looks like Papito is picking on them, but this is Durjal instead of... Wait, whose base is this? So many team names.
This is Heavy's base. Durjal, the guy with the Russian names on a kill streak right now. That means it definitely means this raid is going well for them. Plenty of kills for the Russian dude.
Absolutely. Got good
Oh yeah,
cover
look at all
on the
those
entrance.
bodies. That's the kill streak right there, just on the floor.
It matches the doors. Alright, so it looks like they have busted through the core. Probably restocking on all of their boom. And this does seem to be one of the main things to do. Go to the core, make sure the TC isn't there, and then start working your way out through those advent calendar style doors.
Yeah, and the bedrooms are often in the core as well, so you get rid of them. People aren't really putting bedrooms in these these little multi-door areas, the advent calendar style doors. It's either the TC or nothing generally, so it's a bunch of empty dead space and then the TC somewhere. But as we were just saying, bedrooms are in the core, and you get rid of these beds, make the control a lot easier to hold. Try and just get through this next garage door.
Yeah, it is a nice place, especially you might be able to take out the turrets if you can find the generator if it is located a little farther down. Looks like they're starting on those advent calendar doors. You hear the C4 going out. It's just pretty much a run and gun with these this style of a base.
Big Pappy T is taken down. Trying to contest this raid. Oh, there's one more. Feskin does get the kill, so Papio contesting the raid and maybe even going to get the res off on Big Pappy T.
It's nice coverage, but man, that entrance, somebody needs to make another entrance. That is just Death Alley right there.
Hopefully Big Pappy's got some meds. Down on 6 HP. Feskin on 54.
Definitely hope so, but Joker's gonna go ahead and take care of him.
Okay, Durjal, maintaining control for now.
And Scuba was finally eliminated by Leonce, which extends their lead to 219 points. So they're holding on to that first place. We just need to see if they're going to keep on going to the next raid or what their plan is.
Well, hopefully there'll be some other teams planned to contest Hardcore in the future.
Yeah. I think it is still so new to a lot of people. They were like, nah, we can get more points PvPing. But Leonce just proved... Yeah, Leonce just proved you can get a lot of points if you can control that.
I think you should. I think you should build next to hardpoint and just contest hardpoint. Have one roof camping and two fighting. That should be the attack trade meta, I think.
I wouldn't be surprised to see it next week. Alright, so they decided to move into a different angle. They are tired of getting killed in the death alley. Which I can't say I blame them.
I mean, coming in from the side, they might find the TC before Derjal. The big Pappy D gets taken down by Zveta again. Dumpy does get the trade though and will get the res. This hold on the side of the base. If they keep going, they might find TC before Derjal because it could be anywhere in this big library of doors. Heavy nades making that rotation round though outside. Moving it over to the Uga raid. Like right, Epic team raiding Uga now, yeah. This is Epic team that did nothing about Lawrence at hardpoint. This is the team that could have made the leaderboard say something different, but they just sat in their base and did nothing while Lawrence racked up those points.
And we have Zumi moving out. Base.
Scrappy taken off. Is that going to be a flank on the spawn beds or something? Yes, go on, Uga.
Or go and move on.
Over. This is great. This is what a way to defend a raid. Just take the heli out, push the raid platform, go on the last one standing. Zumi does go down, but the Scrappy's making that rotation round. Yorick respawns in a bag.
It's not often we get to see the aerial defense.
No, this is great. Caught in the heavies. This is amazing. Very innovative behavior. I love it to see. Just instead of just sitting on your roof, making flying rounds the circles around every team, man. Spraying them down from the sky. Boner on low health. Yorick has been taken down. This technique is proving very effective.
And I wouldn't be surprised if Uga, after clearing this out, decides to go and pick on Epic team.
Boner goes down. They should just raid every team now, shouldn't they? They should go get that roof control. We're talking about some of these bases having completely open roofs.
That would be my plan, was to head over there. They may still do that, but they'll probably come and see if they left anything in these boxes. Any boom to go after them with.
Yeah, imagine if the boom's in these boxes and they just go pick it right up and move back over to Epic Team's base. There's 5 boxes down there. They could have something ready for the attack, or they could just been building and getting those boxes ready to bring the boom down. We don't know. But Uga, full control of those platforms, and also with the heli, because still on 100 HP. That's the thing. These two players in the heli, Oak and Back, barely been hit. As I say, that one does get taken down to 54, but perfect player on low HP as well. Easily met him back up. They're controlling the sky so well.
They are. It's some beautiful flying. I would have crashed by now. Alright, so we're still at heavy. They have moved in a little farther. But Derjal still seems to be in control.
Just playing that numbers game in it, just trying to chip away at the tens of doors. Maintain control as well from the roof. It's a lot harder to do. There's only 3 of you as well, you know. When there's 8 of you, you can have so many on the roof, but you can have one on the roof, one inside moving, one watching the entrances. Derjal have been doing a good job of all of the above those so far as they chip away at these numerous doors.
Yeah, it does invite a different play style with its 3v3 compared to your 9v9s. I mean, it's fun to watch just because it's a little more hectic. As you saw, just a naked go run by.
So many doors.
Oh, heavy was eliminated.
Finally, they find it.
By Derjal, finally.
Does put Derjal on the leaderboard up there, sitting in 7th place with 81 points, but still many TCs away from Lawrence on 219. Still in 1st place. Gvild in 2nd with 154, and Turkish 3rd place with 144. TC making a move in the base now. This nice fully built metal base from FG here. This could be quite a tricky one to make their way into. And again, looks to be deceiving, so we'll see what they can pull off as Andrew Tate leads the charge.
Yeah, you do see a lot more of these style bases in the Zerg plans, but you don't see it too often. in base invaders. So we'll see what the inside of the base looks like and if it would be beneficial to them.
Bonobo flank gets taken down. Andrew Tate, Mr. Muscle, and Dwayne look like they're getting ready to make a move into FG base. They've taken down one wall of the compound.
Yeah, it does look like Deepex is trying to flank around as well. Maybe to go check out TC's base since they are away right now.
Yogi Bro, that OG player I was talking about, is on a kill streak right now. Andrew Tate taken down quite low from the flank. Bonobo trying to contest this.
Now, looking at these two bases right next to each other, distance this one. Which one would you rather go after?
I mean, I wouldn't be raiding this one in a flashlight. It does look pretty tricky to get into. I mean, but it's sometimes you should want to raid what's closest to you, because if you can't get rid of your neighbors, the minute they know you're out raiding, they'll just come and get you. So honestly, it's quite important to take out the bases that are close to you. And you know, like I said, looks can be deceiving. It's not too much honeycombing going on the inside. It's quite open. So as soon as you get through one wall, you know, it might only be the case breaking through another couple of doors or another wall or so. Interesting thing going on with the ramps here. It's not much use really, to be honest. Once they've got that inner area, it's so open, they're just going to destroy these beds, have full control, and start booming.
And really, yeah, I mean, and then they now have to use those ramps. What they were intended for is to shoot down from. So it's not the best. TC.
Yeah. They're going to start working their way through these doors. TC. Get a quick look at the full leaderboards, please, so I can just see where TC is standing. They're obviously trying to get quite far up right now. So yeah, they're just past 10th place in 11th place, trying to make their way into the top of the leaderboard. And so far, looking like they've got good control of this core, smashing this door down on the metal wall, trying to skip, going through a whole bunch of doors. More doors on the other side of that wall, though. But,
kind of makes you wonder if you should just go to the next one to the left.
Yeah, maybe. I think. No ways. No way. No way. SMG clutch.
That was amazing.
Out of nowhere. Who was that? I didn't even catch their player name, but whoever it was that, from FG clan, I think they came. No, sorry, it was a Bonobo. What's going on?
No,
this is a different one now. Yeah, this is a different one now.
It was a great play by FG to take that over. There was very coordinated. Two players jump in. It was nice. But that's one of the problems is you don't have that. You only have 3 players, so you have to split your tasks, and now you have less people watching your back when you're throwing C4 or getting your rocket. Your rocket launcher out.
Looks like Team Organ have opted to build their compound with furnaces instead of around furnaces. Not sure about that.
That is interesting. If they were a little closer together, I could see it working and getting players stuck. But with that much space, you're not going to run into that issue. Just the material they would have to use to make that.
They extended the build phase. There's no excuse for these half-done bases on like not done compounds and stuff. You've got plenty of time. It's like 25x server. Smash it out.
Yeah, looks like they're engaging more into the PvP, cleaning it up before they continue again. We have a couple nakeds jumping in, maybe trying to get their kits.
Mr. Muscle on a 20 kill streak from TC, so I was saying TC trying hard to get into that top 10. They're not short of kills. They did get a TC as well.
Yeah, I don't know if TC moved back to the base
I don't
now
think they
that
got it
Bonobo.
yet. Yeah, I don't think they got it yet.
Let's see where they are.
This is Lounge raiding Roadkill with an SWK counter pushing in. Tackle Ace got somewhere as well.
It's a nice little breach here. Dominatio. eliminated by Invaders.
Turkish doing really good at like catching up to Lawrence step by step. They were over 100 points behind last time I was talking about it. Now they're only 60 points behind. They've closed the gap by about 40. You know, Lawrence might have the attack phase meta, but Turkish seem to have the raid phase meta. And like I said earlier on, if they can keep going, they might actually overtake through pure raid ability. Look at the TC just out in the open there, getting flashed to everyone. And no one even sees it.
Oh, come on, SWK.
Just one rocket in the right spot. You know what it is? That rocket might have curved down and opened that wall, and they might not even have a line of sight towards that TC. It looks like the barbed wire might be blocking it. Do they see it? So their rockets curved down with gravity and blown that wall out, but they haven't seen the TC yet. They just need to shoot one more rocket in the same spot. Maybe get a jump in. I think they might see it. At least when this wall goes down, they'll see it though. There we go. No, rocket into the TC. Roadkill eliminated by SWK.
That's one of the hard parts. It's like you put so much effort going into the core, but somebody's just pounding it from the outside and then exposes TC on one of their first shots.
Yeah, and stolen from 40 points stolen from Lawrence, all people as well. You know, Lawrence could have got those 40 points and been on 250, which would have been 80 points ahead of Turkish, but SWK stealing that actually just makes it so much easier for Turkish to close the gap. We've got Papito now. Big Pappy T getting a good kill just after laying more C4 down on that door. Gonna make way into this breach.
Doing a good job picking up the extra gun lying around. You don't want a naked to come pick it up and sneak on behind you. He has to keep moving in and out, covering his back while he continues booming.
Yeah, only 3 players to a team definitely changes the way you're going to do these raids. Pio's still holding it down. I do like what I've seen from this team so far.
Come on. Yeah, Dumpy was hiding in a nice little spot down over by the furnaces and took out that naked, trying to run in.
Gonna make way into the shooting floor for extra control. Dumpy having that door blasted out by a teammate. Does actually find a generator here.
Very nice find. Wonder if he thought it was off or they were already taken out.
Yeah, well, that might be what that just C4 the sleeping bag might be what that loot bag is at the top of that square there. That might be the turret taken out. Oh no, there's one there as well behind the box, but it doesn't look like it's on even. Those sleeping bags on the roof are C4'd out. FG getting eliminated by TC. Those are TC moving up in the rankings again to 6th place. They're doing pretty good for themselves.
They're doing really well. And now they have control over the roof. Now that they've taken over the beds, oh
dear. I think you're sneaky leaving it on the roof like that, but off rip. Getting eliminated by Papito with that. Not too wise TC placement behind one singular door. I mean, no matter what your red herring is, no matter what your distraction is, if your TC's behind one door, you've made a mistake, and that's taken advantage of by Papito as they didn't even need to C4 those sleeping bags. They just passed through one door.
That's the unfortunate part. I mean, you assume that most people are going to come from the bottom, but every now and then there's somebody that can control that top, and then you don't want to put it in the first place they have to blow through. It's usually one of the doors to get down. Doesn't make much sense.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Right.
Big mistake. Taken advantage of easily by Papito. I think they're feeling themselves right now. We've seen some good PvP from them. Seen this easy raid. We don't see them as in the top 10, but they're still doing good.
Yeah, they're not in the top 10 yet, but I'm assuming as the time goes by, with only an hour and 5 minutes left, we're seeing a lot more of these teams start to disappear. And it depends on how hungry some of the top players are. If they want to go ahead and try to go after the people ahead of them, it could be fun to see.
Got so many teams here. We've got Smoke, Flying PE, all around this one base. Mars on the rooftop. taken down at 8 HP as the rockets come in from the side. There's a bit of armored. Are they onto something hot? Have they found the entrance to the T? If they can just blast through this armor, then it might be a TC standing behind it, or is that just part of the core? Does just look like part of the core, but plenty of armored going on. Actually, we sometimes say, oh, look for the armored, but there's a lot of armored here. Definitely a nice way of doing it, so you might get distracted by which one is it actually. It's probably going to be behind the walls, but which one?
Yeah, and it does. It's a nice distraction because it might make them waste that extra bit of rocket, and then all of a sudden they're seeing all of these exposed. And
oh well, look at that! What is going on? These teams are getting so lucky right now with easy pushes to the TC.
Yeah, that's flying. Oh, that was a great job. It was very quick though. I was expecting a little bit longer.
Get some pretty fast raids. Straight to the TC, like they know exactly where they're going, but just the luck of the draw. 3 raids going on right next to each other in one neighborhood here. We've got F9, Turkish, Slat, all getting raided right now, and there's also Organ and Kooky base standing here too.
Looks like they're working on Organ space. Now some rockets coming from Bonobo who have decided to join in.
Yogi Bro was on a kill streak before. See what Bonobo can pull out of the bag here. Lots of boom going off. I think there's 3 or 4 raids in one neighborhood.
Our cameraman is trying to find where that boom is coming from. They're being very sneaky. How did you get up here? Alright, so they have to tunnel through these hidden advent calendar. It's not the typical ones we see, but it's these hallways. It kind of slows the raid down.
Yeah, definitely a stronger build as well. Much more tunnels, much more places to have to run back and forth and also hold control of. But also rockets coming in from the side. We might see a repeat of one of the previous raids where the PC just appears from one of these counters, whilst the original raiders are running through the middle. Another team might be able to take it from the outside.
Yeah, it's a great thing when counters start showing up, but at the same time, the people being raided are really hoping they'll focus on fighting each other rather than booming their base, but it doesn't look like that's the case here. Very little shooting going off of the rockets. Man, they are doing a lot of damage to this base.
Yogi Bro makes that push in, gets taken down to 21 HP, but will get the med stick off. That push into the breach, down to 14 HP, and killed by Jack, I think. Fire rate taken down to 7. Very low HP for Kooky here, and one of Organ's players. Yogi Bro making that push back in.
He is tenacious. Oh, and they got door
No
up.
way. Just before Yogi gets his body back. 9 HP as well. The rockets are coming in. Yogi Bro taking the ladder to the top. Maybe going to find a kit up here.
There are enough dead bodies up here to be able to find one.
Too close. Eliminated by kill. And that will be one kill for Yogi Bro after he finds himself an MP5. I'm going to get some armor too. And an AK and the rocket, but no! It's going to be taken down.
Oh, that's unfortunate. It's always the worst when you get shot when you're face down. Alright, this is Boss's base.
You asked me what I thought of this base earlier on. Seems to be standing still.
Yep. Rot is up on the hillside. They've got a nice raid platform. I guess they're deciding to move around and flank.
Not sure what they're doing right now. On low health. Maybe they've been defended and they just got to leave.
Very interesting. Alright. Papito is now the target and had to come back home to defend a raid against Durjal.
We've seen good stuff from both Durjal and Pepito squads, so this is an interesting clash to be watching. So there's a little bit of holes in the base, not too much just yet. Joker taken down to low HP. Big Pappy T and Dumpy on half health too. The rockets coming out.
Looks like some return rockets trying to get rid of the walls and cover for Dajal.
Oh, Big Pappy T drops. Floor taken out from beneath him, down to 55 HP. Those rockets pounding in.
Doing quite a bit of damage to that shooting floor.
Pappy T gonna make that push out. That might be the option, you know, because if you don't do anything about these players and send in these rockets, then that base is gonna be in bits. So the push does come out. Joker down to 32 HP. But Joker's actually out on top. Big Pappy T making that peak taken down to extremely low health. Does get one kill. Now it's Joker versus Pappy T.
Nice little trade-off, though they do have their respawns. They just have to make sure to get up.
Oh, Pappy T on top. Does get the kills needed. Can push towards the beds now. Joker naked. Is there... Oh, Joker kills himself. I think it's all over. The kit's now completely covered by Pappy T.
Yeah, so I suspect they will go and destroy those beds, pick up whatever loot may be in those boxes, and then go out and look to raid again.
Making a push onto Epic Team. Perfect play on low health on the flank.
Yeah, and these are their neighbors, the ones that sat in their base while they went ahead and hit that hard point. We didn't see Epic Team leave, really, their base during that time.
I really think they could have taken the hard point and completely changed the direction of this game, because they had that roof camp on at the mounts. Maybe weren't taken advantage of, so Epic Team could have contested that, and even if they took it early on and controlled it, we'd see them at the start of the leaderboard, but don't really see them in the top 10. Lance up ahead, but look at this. We've been talking about how Turkish need to have this consistent raiding ability throughout the raid phase so they can catch up with Allowance, and right now they are 10 points behind, so they went from 100 points to 60, now 10 points behind in second place. So Allowance desperately trying to find this TC to stay ahead of Turkish.
Oh, it's just a couple of doors. I don't know, with this kind of base, it's like we just see nothing but doors. I'm just so wary of having to spend that much boom to go through it.
Yeah, it's a lot of boom. Hopefully you'll find some on the way, or hopefully you'll get lucky through some outside wall or random door. Rockets coming in from the outside, because like we're seeing, you might just find the TC that way too, so it's good to be doing that as well as going through the tunnels. Doesn't seem to see too much action from Epic Team right now, so Allowance just able to keep booming their way through.
Well, probably having to travel through all those doors is slowing them down a bit. Unless they have a quick way up and down. But we have Uga taking off in their Scrappy in the distance. I don't know if they will attempt to come over here. They are neighbors.
We've seen action from Uga and a Scrappy before.
Looks like they will be coming in for a landing.
Yeah, Uga on the rooftop. Gonna contest this raid from the top down. 2 beds about to be found. Might change the ability of Epic Team to defend. Uga take down Yorick on the rooftop.
Nice drop off. And now Uga has control of this base and destroying the beds.
Yorick makes that push out. Unfortunately, Yorick gonna get 1 kill. No way. The door's down. Pushing out the other side. Yorick on top of that duel with the 2 kills to clutch the defense, as Oak has to fly back to maybe pick up the 2 players. They're going to make a push on this again. I don't know if they're going to push again, but so far Yorick does an excellent job maintaining that roof control against the Scrappy attack.
Great defense, but the helicopter is just going to go pick him up. Get it again, let's do it again. Found some more beds. And they
got
were
it.
eliminated.
So Lowndes now 47 points ahead of Turkish. Turkish managed to close the gaps to 7 points before that. Oh my. Turkish is steamrolling through this raid phase. This is an amazing comeback considering they had to start on such the back foot from Lowndes' hard point lead. But whatever they've been up to when we haven't been with them, it's obviously been just constant PvP and TCs because they've managed to close the gap so much. Lowndes only stepping ahead again with that TC that they just claimed.
Yeah, I can imagine Leon's being targeted at this point with how close it has been. If he can stop them or at least steal another raid, he might have a decent chance at it.
Yeah, do Turkish know where Lowndes live? If they do, they could really do with making a push. There's another TC out in the open that hasn't been seen yet, I'm not sure. Don't think it has, otherwise a rocket would be going straight towards it. The rockets are still pummeling underneath. One TC just angled, sorry, one rocket angled up a little bit, could catch that TC, but they're still just moving through the middle.
Look this way, guys, move around.
Now they see it. Yeah, it's been shot. So, in just a second, this base will go down, unless the door can be put up. Clutch last minute. Way aye, man, take that TC down. Kvild eliminated by Frivka.
And that was our 4th place team, and they just they were 3rd place and they just got eliminated. That was a great jump up for them.
Yep, now it's Frivka hot on the tails of Turkish, who are not quite hot on the tails of Lowndes until they get one more TC, but I'm sure they're making their way through a base somewhere. Seems to be what they've been doing consistently through the raid. 3 minutes left, so between these top teams, definitely still anyone's game. Lowndes' original point lead doesn't seem to be counting for much now. This raid phase has really kicked off.
Somebody's going a little crazy with the TC or the C4.
I mean, that's one way to do it, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, that's one of the things is like if you use these bases week in and week out, you know the builders, you know the style, and then you have these assumptions about where this TC is. And sometimes if you're running short on time, you're just like, go to these easy points and then we could work out from there.
Yeah, and sometimes you just get lucky super fast as well.
Oof.
Getting a good attack so far into this base. Defense make a push out, but do get taken down. C4 on the doors. They're already inside the honeycomb. Crash trying to make another defense.
Trying, but he is covering this very well. Oh, although Crash is safe here.
Yeah. Good kill for tongue emoticon guy.
Just call him Colon P. It's fine.
Colon Pete. Colon Pete sounds like a bloody Rick and Morty character.
It does.
Hey, I'm Colon Pete.
All right, I'll take this time since it's slowed down just a little bit to go ahead and say if you are interested in playing Base Invaders or interested in casting or being an admin or even producing and being an observer, check out our Discord, !Discord. Also, Rusty Pot is our sponsor, playing on Rustoria Servers, but join if you think you can play, hang out with these guys. If you're a better builder, if you're a better shooter, if you're a better like just PvPer than you think you're seeing out here, go ahead and grab a team, join in. Every week on Monday they announce what the tournament's going to be, what size, and so you have your team ready to sign up and come and have fun.
Definitely not easy. I played Base Invaders a couple of times. It was toughest rough experience I ever had, I think.
Yeah, I can imagine. I'm not a great shot. I already know that I would not be able to stand up against these guys, but it could be fun one of these days.
Still Deja versus Pepitos. This has been going on a little while. Is that the TC? No, that's a doorway. Sorry.
From that distance, it definitely looked like TC for a second.
Yeah, Hard side with the hard side behind that soft side. Looked like it for a second from a distance, but no. Deja still going to be making that push into the base, looking for this TC. Pito. Down the rooftop? Yeah, on the rooftop with guns and kit. Joker needs to watch out.
Yeah, he is pretty exposed right now, but it looks like Papito is trying to stay far enough away.
Big Pappy T again. Hashtag biggest, another 2 kills. Pappy T. Big Pappy T making that push out, getting a third. Excellent base defense from Papito. Big Pappy T with a free K.
Awesome job. Let's go and check out. Rot is being raided by Boss. Looks like these are Rot, I believe, were on the hill trying to pick on Boss, and I think Boss was kind of returning the favor.
Making their way into the core already as well. Plenty of doors to have to go through if it's not in the core, though.
Yeah. So we just have some double doors, some doors open. Thank you so much. That's less C4 we have to use.
Some doors moving on the inside, though. I think there might be a player back here. There's a bed back here. So the player made their way out. Oh! Hey.
A nice little shooting floor right there. Somebody's jumped down.
Don Bolo. Gonna get Rev, though. Get those meds off.
We do have an armored door over on this side. Nice little shacky door.
Oh no way, I haven't seen that skin before.
It's a fun one. I don't often get to the armored face to be able to use my skin, but every now I like to see it.
Yeah, it's a little bit easier on a 25x. I haven't seen this stone door either. This is a wicked skin. Stone bases. I love that.
Yeah.
I haven't played, to be honest, I haven't played for a while. I've been playing casting Valorant, and oh my days, I do miss it. Look at that, just rushing in, getting the kill, but the door has been closed.
It's gonna be blown
plenty of
off.
C4, yeah. Bang. Doesn't matter if that door's been closed. 1 C4 straight back through. Don Ball back on.
Oh, that's a sneaky little spot.
It's again, they've been taken down for, I think there's an SMG through that little shooting hole there. Don Ball are making their way through these doors one by one, but the defense is actually doing a lot of damage and causing a lot of grief for them as they try and blast through.
Yeah, I think they're trying to figure out which is the least expensive way to get through, because it looks like it's just a... Very nice. Thank you for opening it.
Mikey makes a push out, does get taken down. That's one more door in. It's another armored and a garage. The chances behind this armored door, because there is armored walls there. 2C4 and that would let us know.
Yeah, it'd be a good call. I mean, you have a garage door on the other side, and that just leads to the jump up. But do they have the boom?
Vijums seems pretty set on this door too, so hopefully we'll see in a second. How much more C4 is there?
Don't know.
You'd
Let's
expect 0. Since they haven't thrown any, you'd expect 0. Maybe they've run out and have to go get more boom. Vijum's going to hold down that door, but down to 32 HP, might not get away with it.
Yeah. We haven't seen them very active, so I'm not sure how much boom they actually have to aim it.
Okay, here we have Turkish, who are on second place. Looking if they do get it, they will actually be up ahead allowance for the first time. Hot on the tails allowance throughout this entire raid phase, getting plenty of TCs and PvP kills. If they can get this one, they will be sat in first place. Shopify Rebellion getting a good kill, but down to 14 HP. Joke to Jean on the flank. Turkish F7 inside the base.
A lot of damage done to this base so far, at least to the roof, so don't have to worry about turrets. And this other side is also getting a
Looks like that's getting pummeled from a rooftop. I think that's the neighbor's F9 pummeling the base on the rooftop at the same time. Kooky in the not too far distance. There's a lot going on in this area.
Just through the trees, it's fine.
Bonobo here too, and TC.
Oh. It's not looking good for this team right here. With this many counters coming in, it's going to be very interesting.
Is this Turkish's base?
I think it may be.
Yeah. So people are aware that Turkish they shouldn't be doing this to Turkish. They should be doing it to Laos, who's been the steady leaders. But then again, second place just as important to take out as first place. Turkish, they're outside of their base. F9 blasting it to bits. They managed to get rid of one attacking platform from one team, but F9 coming from a separate angle. I think that is their neighbors doing a lot.
Yeah. They also have the rockets coming in from their other neighbor. Looks like they're going to make their way inside right now.
Oh dear, Turkish need to do something about this. Looks like their base is pretty well built though. It might withstand this for a little while.
Yeah, it is definitely well built. You see armor roof, so it's protecting those turrets. Don't know for how long, I guess it just depends on how much room these guys have.
At the very least, they're stopping Turkish raid away anyway, raid other bases, so they're slowing Turkish down. Even if Turkish can defend this, they will get some points for the defense, but they won't be able to go and take TCs while this is going on. Their base starting to have some big gaps in it.
Absolutely, they're getting a nice view of the floor plan since they've opened up that little area. Uga was eliminated.
Oh no. Well, big shout out to Uga and their scrap heli techniques. I've been enjoying that this evening, but you will be taken out. Goodbye.
Yes,
loads and loads of C4.
I enjoyed that. The flying skills. That was pretty fun. You don't see that very often, especially when they take out the rules really
F9 falling. Does look like Turkish managed to take control. They will have to rebuild pretty quick if they want to leave this base and keep raiding. Look at that busy neighborhood. So many raids going on.
Yeah. So during that raid, they're gaining some points just from defending. So as long as they can hold on a little longer, they can earn up to 40 points for this, and they could jump up a little bit more. But it looks like Fruk, however I say that name. Jumped the leaderboard with that other TC they just got. So they're in second currently.
Yeah, and only 12 points behind Lounge, so looking like it is between Turkish Frisco and Lounge. We head to the 40 minutes remaining mark, but Swick, Cookie and TC also in the 100s. Might be able to get a handful of TCs for SWK, but so far it looks like our top three are vying for first place.
Yeah, we haven't seen much from SWK since the beginning, so hopefully they'll pick up and start more, get a few more TCs in, but I don't know.
Mr. Muscle down to 1 HP. And
Yeah,
definitely
like...
will bleed out, yeah. Oh, sorry, heal up. I take it back. Wow. Dar down to 11. I think they might have been knocked.
Yeah. Looks like he is.
Pushing Andrew Tate, who's going to come out on top. It will be Sivs. Now needs to point that push towards Mr. Muscle. Taken down to 65, healing straight back up. SWK with the beds and the boxes right behind that wall, though, going to be able to keep the pressure on TC.
Yeah, they've already taken out one of their teammates to get this other one on the outside, stop them from rebuilding. Looks like Andrew Tate is already doing a decent job of the rebuild currently. And
So
those walls... Oh,
go ahead.
sorry. I said the walls, whenever they're rebuilding, are at a lower health. So if they're able to get a shot off like now, it's going to fall quickly. It's not going to take as many rockets. But the longer it stays up, the more healing time.
And yeah, as you see, they just send a few more rockets off, and those walls will be taken straight back out. But still, the repairs coming in from Andrew Tate.
It does make the raiding team have to use more rockets, so it's always worthwhile to throw up a wall, even if it's going to fall really.
Oh, for sure. And if there's counters that take control of their beds or something, and sometimes you have a big enough gap for those walls to regenerate. MLK defending shots from neighbours and raid from the outside as well. That will be Zaya Blick sending the shots from the outside. And flying PE from another angle. MLK under a lot of pressure here from 3 different teams. Might not take long for the TC to start in a situation like this. Members only making that peek out. Hasn't fallen yet.
And Meng on the top is giving his teammates some nice cover. Members only, making sure the gaps, nobody's breaching those gaps. Still getting a chance to get rockets off though, so maybe one of them is pushing out and trying to flank him.
So much going on right now. Got the spy down at 9 HP. Main does fall. Whitex extremely low. And the rockets still keep going. Beckham falls from the roof down at 8 HP. Gonna walk into that spike maybe. Not quite. Does manage to heal back up, but the rockets are coming in thick and fast. MLK need to do something about this.
Yeah, they're attempting to push out. Meng is trying to cover the top, but with this many explosives going on, somebody needs to take out those rocketeers. It's like Meng took a quick way down, and it's going to try to push out again.
It's hard enough when you've got one team, isn't it? It's like you've got one team coming at you, it's hard enough. But look at this from 2 completely different angles. They've got 2 spawn points and 2 teams harassing their base. Looks like Crash on too far away either. We did see some shots from Crash's rooftop, but they made a push in yet. I'm not really thinking about it. I see them coming a little bit closer. Days, MLK just being beaten up from all sorts of different angles.
They are with flying PE starting to end. They could possibly get into this base before.
Oh, someone's got the TC. Who put that down? Was that Crash? After all of this?
Yeah.
No way. Crash storming at the last minute, managed to find their way in, place a C4 on the TC. Zaya Blick gonna not get a chance to get those points. And neither are flying PE, wasting their rockets as Crash just nip in at the last minute and steal that raid.
Yeah, that is one of the problems, is if you're just constantly pummeling the base and don't have enough teammates to go push in to see, you might have exposed it and not known it. Alright, so we have Derjal, Papito.
Still a lot of PvP for Papito, but that's the first time I've seen them in the top 9. 121 points just behind TC. Zaya Blake hot on the tail. Looks like they're attacking is this Ur base? There's Derjal's base actually, okay. The Derjal Papito fight is still going on. Quite a long one, this one.
Yep, they've traded a little back and forth with each other.
It's not Ur's base, but they're coming in from the side, I think, as Soa Frivka. No, Ur's inside. Right, okay. Who's gonna find this TC first? There's quite a lot of angles for Crixus with AK to keep control of as well.
Yeah, the amount of time it takes for the animation to change a AK rocket, it's hard to want to keep that rocket. I know you want to keep booming, but at the same time, that switchover has to be really quick.
Yeah, maybe C4 would be the answer if they had any in the pocket. Joker's here on the bottom. The rockets are still coming in thick and fast, but no TC found yet. Turkish, a player is on a kill streak and they're now ahead of Lowens wherever they are. Either they've been racking in the kills or they've managed to claim another TC. I don't think I've noticed them claim a TC yet, so that's all going to be on kills. And if they're going to get a TC soon, they're going to be way ahead of Lowens. Lowens needing to catch up again. That's a big shake-up in the scoreboard so far. Lowens having first place for all of the attack phase and the majority of the raid phase so far, but Turkish now ahead on 298 points.
Yeah, that's an amazing job. We saw Turkish earlier when they were defending. Certainly, great shots and great PvPers. All right, but they also had that. They were defending that raid, so that could have also been some of that raid defense points coming up.
Yeah, maybe if they managed to completely seal. I mean, they're still standing, so I'm guessing they have sealed off. That might have been the raid defense points coming in. But either way, still 10 points ahead of Lowens, which is a big shake-up to the scoreboard. Pepito blasting their way forward, not finding anything just yet.
Not yet. Decided he's just going to tunnel all the way down. Tunnel down to nothing. But we do have another door there. Try to figure out the best way to go, but there's however you want to say their name, Frivka on the outside.
It's quite an annoying one to say, isn't it?
Somebody just like hit the button.
KK gets taken down. Pito still blasting the C4 through the walls. Gonna find the corridor.
Has a teammate now, so he's not all by himself. We have Dumpy joining him.
Definitely makes all the difference. It's really hard to run this. There might have been another kill there, but a little bit of gunplay going off. Pito's still alive, 2 alive inside the base. Is that correct?
Yep, there's still 2 of the and 2 Durjal up top.
I think they lost a Pepito member off screen for a second when they pushed up. If Dumpy gets, I was just about to say, if Dumpy gets taken down, that is all Pepito players taken down. Durjal, the Russian dude making that push in. Looks like it actually might be a defense.
Yeah, he's finally coming in. Alright, we still have players in here, and all this time Durjal will be racking up some defense points. They are still not inside. Alright.
Lowens are at Oxham's, so they're raiding from Oxham's. I mean, it's not bad of that indestructible cover. Just gathering loot. No, that's their base, right? No, Team Bonobo. Oh no, Lowens gonna push Team Bonobo now, possibly. Have they got a C4 to get through this? They seem pretty close. Oh, yeah, they're just gonna blast through with C4, making that push into Bonobo's base.
And I believe Bonobo is over at the neighbor's place. At F9's Turkish.
Oh,
Now I guess it depends on how fast they can get in through here, but Deepex is onto them.
Deepek's gonna shoot F7 down to 7 HP. F7 HP. Gonna get another one. Cheese goes down. Does get 2, but will not get the 3rd as Foxy gets the kill. Gonna keep blasting through.
Yeah, Foxy took him out. We found a bed.
Yogi Bro up on the roof. Yogi Bro, no stranger to base invaders. Used to be around 8 months ago. Still around now. 32 HP though. Bit of a tricky situation. Foxy on 100 HP. keeping that pressure on the Bonobo base. We've got Deepex up on the rooftop now, going to start shooting down. Does get F7 down to 13 HP, but won't be able to finish them off. Cheese is on 17 as well. Foxy's still on 100. And there's boom going off in F9's base. It looks like Turkish are raiding F9.
Yep. Doing quite a bit of damage, what it sounds like.
These are our point leaders right now, looking like they're trying to get one more TC pretty soon. That would actually put them 60 points ahead of Allowance if they get that TC right now.
They're trying their best. Looks like they're taking out all the doors, tunneling down.
Yeah, this is fast and efficient raiding. Loads of C4, just every single door. Every time they see a new door, throw C4 on it.
And more doors.
And a garage door. We'll get a bed there.
I love seeing these type of raids where they just run and gun and then come back and check. It's the gatehouse.
Well, it can happen that you're out and about and like you're not checking the map every minute, and sometimes you might leave the checking the map for a few minutes, and by that point, the team's just made short work of your base if you're not checking if it's your base getting raided or not. It is displayed on the maps, the information's there, but you need to be checking on it. And it looks like right now nobody knows that the Turkish are making such easy work of the base.
Yeah, I haven't seen F9 in their own base right now, so that's not looking good for them. But as soon as somebody does die and return to base, they're going to be screaming, gonna tell their other teammates to come back. Doors open. Oh my god. Oh, and all these beds.
More beds, yeah.
Yeah, they are doing a lot of damage with this little run through so far.
Well, I was speaking about the hardpoint meta, and it definitely gave Lowens a head start, but Turkish have got the raid meta locked. Just get TCs left, right, and center. Loads of kills as well. When you get raided, defend it. Points will easily rack up.
Yeah, it really does help. It's like you're never sitting still. I mean, these 3 hours of non-stop action, and that's about the only way you're gonna go further with this game.
Yeah, if any of these players make highlight reels, I'd love to see it. A highlight reel or like, an edited version of this raid phase for yours. Feel free to post in the Discord or send me it or something. It'd be pretty cool to see their point of view because it's just been so fast and efficient, just point after point for the entire raid phase. TC after TC, plenty of kills on the way. Overtaking Lawrence's 100-point lead.
Yeah, Lawrence is still gaining a few points with their rating. Probably some PvP points, but haven't been able to get another TC at the moment. Oh, first gunfire.
Shots. Is that they found a TC, or is that just some bit of defense going on? We don't know just yet, but still, Shopify Rebellion just blasting through doors.
So I guess I would assume probably somewhere up top.
And they have it. Bang. F9 eliminated by Turkish. Turkish taking a 60-point lead almost over Lawrence. Wow.
That's another great find and continuation, just because of how close it was to the exterior wall. My brain was just like, no, it wouldn't be there, so I moved on. But that player was like, no, it's weird. It has two different doors right next to each other.
And here we have Lawrence. Excellent find. As we see that they're going to try and find the TC pretty swiftly as well. Catch up to Turkish, but...
Yeah, Bonobo's done a pretty good job of keeping them from doing too much damage to their base. I mean, with 25 minutes left, it just depends on how long they can keep this game. And if he can make that jump. Oh, Derjal.
Oh no, they were playing so good as well. So much good PvP from them, but yeah, taken down by Frivka. They will be out.
Ooh, Frivka just jumped up in second place.
No way.
Yep.
That's 25 points ahead of Lawrence and 27 points behind Turkish.
Very close game right now.
You know, there's less than a TC in it for the top 3 players right now.
Yeah, the other two would need to leave the base really quickly or see if they can steal one from somebody else that's going on. But these guys need to move a little bit. Ooh.
I think Lowens might find a TC pretty soon, to be honest. They seem to have pretty good control over this base.
Yeah, good control, but they do know where they're at. I saw a door open, so the home team is aware of their location and probably blowing it next. They haven't really made much of a push to fight them.
Just sleeping in the bed up the top while your house base is being raided. No way. Boss eliminated by Trid Varas.
Yeah, I guess they
Trid
figured.
Varas in third place. Yeah, 4th place.
Oh wow! I think we've only seen them a couple of times on the outskirts of a raid. Haven't seen them.
Well, whatever they've been doing in the background, picking off kills, maybe getting their first TC just now. They're up to 204 points in 4th place, but 4th place is a very far away place from 3rd place at 300. It'll be hard for Trid Varas to catch up. It definitely seems to be between our top 3 teams as we head into the last 24 minutes of the raid period. Bodies come falling down from the sky.
I think that may have been Deepex from up top. Oh no, he's still. It does make me wonder if the rest of the team is out raiding currently, and it's just him at home right now.
I mean, can Deepex handle the raid defense all on their own?
He's been doing pretty good so far.
Yep, takes out Foxy. Okay, Deepex does get 1 crucial kill. If Deepex can get another 2, they'll actually be able to pick up the boom. Could run straight back through a door with 2 more kills and the boom. It is possible to have a bit of a clutch situation here as Deepex makes that rotation through the compound silently.
Very, very quiet.
It's make or break for Deepex as he creeps around this compound.
On the outside of the gates.
Oh dear. And Deepex goes down. We said make or break, it will be break. Lowens getting full control over the base again. Deepex respawning in the core. Oh, Yogi Bro coming in now. That's another player to help defense now. It's not just Deepex on their own. Zyablik up in a scrappy. Where are they heading? Like we've seen a lot of these bases, if you can get roof control, you seem to have good control of the whole base. So maybe looking for a base where they can do that.
Yeah, or see if they can steal a raid from somebody else. Maybe they don't have as much boom to start off a complete raid by themselves. Just circling around so far. Maybe going after Bonobo's base.
They could, you know, they could contest for Bonobo's base against Lowndes. That would be a bit of a shake-up. Seem to be taking shots from all over, though. Looks like TC shooting them down. So we've got Yogi
May
Bro
have
and
just
Bonobo.
become a target.
But at least we're seeing more scrappy uses. Ugra have been taken out a while ago. If they were still in it, we would have seen a little bit more scrappy action, maybe. Boom still going off.
No doubt. Hello. Maybe they're going after Joke. I don't know.
Well, Turkish are going after Joke at the very least. Turkish pushing up to Joke. Turkish in first place. Zyablik pushing down to contest the raid. Looks like they get walls down straight away. They're going to put a platform out too. Is this a serious push? Doesn't look like a platform's going to go down. It's just a PvP push for now, but they do have rocket launchers on the back. No, more walls. Bags. And a platform. Okay, this is a serious push for Zyablik right now.
And not messing around. Putting metal down. to get a few more boxes out, so you're not carrying all the boom on your body, and start moving, because Turkish is not going to stop. They want to keep that lead. They're only just above Frivka.
Yeah, 22 points above Frivka. 1 TC will widen that gap. Turkish will want to make sweet work of this. The boom is coming out from Turkish, but Zyablik starts sending the boom off as well.
Tajan and Kay, go ahead and trade some shots. There we go, some rockets.
F7 sending shots towards Zyablik, trying to slow them down. Turkish might be looking to contest Zyablik first. If they can just take out Zyablik in the beds, they might have twice the boom to make work of Joke's base. Or they're going to just push straight into Joke. I do think contesting Zyablik could be quite a good idea if they can pull it off. But it might be quite hard to push across that open space when they could just continue racing to the TC, taking advantage of the damage that they're doing to Joke's base too.
I think it's definitely a good idea just to keep pounding it to some point, because you want to be able to just run in and have them scrambling, especially with them being attacked on both sides. It's just hoping and praying that the TC is going to be easily exposed on that other side.
Isn't just a rocket race? Who can get the most rockets into the right place first? And also, who can make the push into the base? Sometimes that makes the big difference too. Once you're in there with C4, getting through the final little bits, the final little corners, that's when you find the TC, if you don't find it through the edges.
Yeah, we have been seeing a lot of the corners being used, especially in these hidden hallways. So it's not a bad idea just to go shooting on these areas. So maybe go look around, hit up the next one. But builders are very, very sneaky, and they've found some great spots to go ahead and hide. Oh.
Nice.
And it does look like our computer has decided to freeze up. Oh, there we go.
It's okay. It's all going to be okay. As we do see a player taken down by Joke. They're on the rooftop trying to defend, but they've been shot down, which gives a good advantage to the Rocketers. Link is actually still standing. Shopify Rebellion getting pretty close to the base now. Maybe they're considering making that move in. We might see a 2C4 on the stone wall, and it looks like that's going to happen. Going to ladder in a second. 2C4 on 2 walls, just to make sure no one gets sealed straight away. Rockets still blasting off. They're going to try and make this advance into the base before Zyablik do, and I think that's a good call, getting in there first. You know, the entire scoreboard of tonight's event might rest on this raid. If Turkish can get the CC first or not, could change everything. Joke, Tajan makes a peek out the front door and takes down a Turkish player as F7 is aware of the danger.
And a lot of danger here. He's just blowing in some doors, taking away that cover. But Joke is recovering that boom. You may need to just watch the bodies for a little bit. Oof.
Tajan again, this time without a helmet, does get another crucial kill, but the rockets still coming raining in against Joke's base. Turkish still trying to rush in and take control of the core. The rockets now making little bits of damage on this armored area, but it's going to take a little bit longer to get through that layer. Could be promising though if they do.
They are doing a lot of damage, and it's keeping that base shaking from the player's point of view, so it's always a little bit disorienting, but these guys are pros at it, so it won't mess with them too much.
Shot by Rebellion, F7 is going to be pretty close into the base as well, but now this armor's getting broken through. There is a chance that the TC might be found. Joke Link is actually up and about. Sees those rockets raining down on them though. Gonna try and repair. The stone gets put up, but it will be taken out. The twig gets put up, but it will be taken out. The stone gets put up, but it probably will be taken out. And Link goes down with the rocket as well.
That's always a good sign for the people trying to raid. Whenever they see a rush building, when they haven't bothered with any of the exterior stuff, you know you're getting close. So I wouldn't be surprised if these guys move in quick, or at least keep pummeling that spot.
really just a numbers game between these two teams, but who's going to find the TC first? It's completely up to chance, to be honest. Turkish seem to be going a little bit slower with the rockets because they're like up close and personal with them. Cyberblick maybe making faster work through the base. They're doing it over the distance.
Do have slowly but surely making their way through. A little bit of PvP action going around.
Plenty of doors once to get through that one. 40 minutes remaining. Frivka 30 points behind Turkish. Allowance 11 points behind that. 9 points behind that, actually.
We still have Shopify Rebellion still inside, although he's made his way back to an exterior door. And I'm hearing tons of C4. Oh.
You know, as we get into these last 13 minutes or so, really is important to see who gets this TC. You know, it's
There it went.
Joke was eliminated by Cyberblick. No way. Just as I'm saying how important it is to see who gets it, so Cyberblick do stop Turkish getting that. Turkish have been wasting their time. They've been there for 5-10 minutes, maybe a little bit longer, and they don't get the points they were hoping for. Cyberblick might be in 8th place, but this... Oh no, they're moving up now, but either way, they've held back Turkish.
It was a great little steal.
9th place now. Yeah, really good steal.
It's like they saw the rebuilds and are like, okay, we need to move in now. They cut in there before anything else could happen.
Yeah, I think taking it from the distance, the fight from the distance made them keep the advantage in the numbers game. It was a numbers game I think on the TC first, and because they were blasting faster from the distance instead of being up close and personal, having to peak slowly, I think they managed to just win the numbers game, find that TC and come out on top. Stopping Turkish take a dominating lead, though Turkish have had quite a few points from the PvP action they've got here. They're 33 points ahead from Frivka, so it depends what Frivka are up to, but if Frivka can take a TC, they'll launch ahead of Turkish. Allowance pretty much equalise out with Turkish if they get a TC too, so it's not over yet.
Yeah, we do have Trid Varaz coming in from the outside, maybe checking to see if they could try to steal this raid or just scoping it out.
I mean, yeah. If Trid Varaz can manage to get a quick TC, they're not really that far behind either.
Nice little armored doors here. Garage doors. They're moving somewhere. Nice little kill. So just one player from Tredvodas is here, but he cleaned up the guy that was booming. Still many doors.
Oof. Steve's takes down RuneScape there. Yeah, like you were saying, plenty of doors to go through still. Still might be the core, still might be in this advent calendar.
Those doors still trip me out. I think they're actually in the shop currently. So it could be fun. I might have to go open up Rust after this to grab it. And speaking of skins, Rusty Pot is 18 plus, of course. But go ahead and it's one of our sponsors. And if you like to gamble your skins or anything else like that, please feel free to join. But
Okay,
remember
Frivka
to
making a
gamble
raid
responsibly.
Frivka making a raid here, and they're in second place, so if they're looking to get this TC, they'll be looking to sit there in first. I'm sure Turkish have probably moved on to another base pretty swiftly as well. With only 10 minutes to go, they want to get one more TC before that timer runs out. Scrappy on the roof looking pretty damaged. And the side of this base looking pretty damaged too as the rockets come blasting in.
And we have Zyblick also here. Just one of them. Maybe trying to come in and steal another raid. Lots of damage going. The fans on the roof are falling because of the structure. Looks like they may be moving in.
Someone's asking in chat how long has base invaders been going. I think it's at least 2 years. Someone might be able to confirm that. Probably more than at least 3 years.
Yeah, so 3 years, 3 years, yeah. It's been going a while, and it's got some dedicated and repeat customers, I guess. Repeat tournament winners, players, everything else.
Way out, man. Look at Frivka making that move into the base. Blasting these doors to bits. Frivka, if they find this TC, they will shoot ahead of Turkish. Pushing Lawrence, holding Lawrence in third place and pushing Turkish down.
Yeah, it'd be a great move if they can pull this off. There's a lot of doors to go through. Ellen, clear out some hits.
And no one's really contesting Frivka here. They've got full control as they just blast through these doors and walls. Yeah, anyone's shooting, anyone's stopping them. They're going to find another 2 beds as well. It's going to make it harder for the defenders to do anything about this.
It sure will. I'm guessing the other team just has not looked at their map yet to see they are currently raiding, or they figure with 7 minutes left, they're going to continue on, maybe get another TC while this is going on, and hope that their builder hid the TC well enough.
TC is hidden well enough. It still could take quite a while, but 7 minutes. We've got enough rockets, so they just keep blasting fast like this. They probably will find it if no one comes to stop them. Do you see one taken down? It will be Tree. Yeah, the trade comes out. But Tree, Devar, Raz are spawning back in the bottom of their base. Frivka getting the revive onto Cat, so they're going to be able to keep blasting, but this TDR team are defending now finally.
So may make it a little more difficult for Frivka, but they've already done quite a bit of damage, taking out many of the beds. I'm sure there's still more up on the roof. Tunnel down this as more of the structure keeps collapsing.
Top layer is armored. They haven't been able to contest that spawn point on the rooftop, so TDR are going to have at least roof control, but if Frivka just blasting through the middle, there's not a lot of use that does, unless that is where the TC is located. And you know, it might be being armored, and so with the 2 turrets, that might be a good place for the TC to be, as long as it's behind a handful of doors. Still blasting through this core. Frivka with 6 minutes, 16 seconds left. Turkish still ahead in first place with 369.
Nope. Zyblick is over here. We have iWideX. Has now joined the party. Just being sneaky on the outside. Cat was like, I know somebody there.
Sneaky cat. I'm sure wherever Turkish are, they're trying to find another TC2 with only 5 minutes left. Lawan's probably doing the same. It's a scramble for first place, but so far Turkish holding it steady. Frivka could be extremely close to changing that. Still sending rockets off, but TDR at least are going to get the kill. Cat going to go down as well. All these rockets might be for nothing. White X making that push. Does
Oh,
look
and he
like
takes out
White
the
X going to
two.
get the 2K. Well done.
Very nice. He waited for him to clear out Frivka, and then he finally made a push in. Now they have to regroup. You did a lot of damage in there, guys. You can't give it up yet.
Yeah, are they going to make that push back in? 4 minutes, 53 seconds left. Looks like Zyblick taking over the raid after picking up that boom, though.
Yep.
Can Zyblick see this?
It's going to be hard for one man to get through this and watch his back at the same time. So we'll see what happens.
If IYX can pull this off, it will put Zyblick up in something like 5th place instead of 9th. So that's quite a lot at stake here. It's a big jump forward. Zyblick can pull it off, but I think I've only seen one player for the IYX so far, and they have just been taken down. I think it might have been by Cat. There's also, we have Elisa on the rooftop still. That spawn point on the roof not contested. Elisa going to drop down with a gun. TDR. Prosto Hollow Ink making that push in as well. Some kit from a dead body. Frivka Cat does get a kill. Got Frivka Trumo as well. Cat goes down. And then traded out by Trumo. No way.
With 3 minutes left to go, it's going to be interesting. They need to move quick, but TDR is doing a great job. At least holding them off and keeping them just
Yeah, Frivka, they need to get booming again if they're going to find this TC. 3 minutes, 23 seconds left. It's a lot at stake here for them. Elisa on the rooftop, taken down to 35, 6 HP even. Does Trumo have boom in the bag? Yes, Trumo does have boom in the bag. The boom keeps coming out. Not long now left. TC. Eye spraying up to the rooftop. Hollow Unk taking down to 9 HP. And the C4 comes out. This might make the raid faster, but are they going in the right direction? Still a lot of this base, like places that haven't been fully explored with the boom yet, so they've got to be hoping they are hot on the heels of this TC, because if they don't find it, especially if Turkish find one themselves, they're moving forward to first place. Double headshot for Frivka, though. Bruno getting a good kill there. I think someone else goes down. I think that might have been Cat even.
there are a lot of PvP points being exchanged. But I mean, layouts would need to really get in an action zone. Also, maybe a TC would have a chance to.
Prosto was getting some good kills. I think that had 2 kills to help the defense.
Did take out a turret.
Three doors being boomed at once. Still no TC.
The little extra ones in hopes that the TC was hiding behind there. TC4 on one of these doors. One take out the door and one take out the TC. Sometimes it works, sometimes it does not.
Trying to maintain control here. We're being steadily contested. 1 minute 18 left. Still holes being made in the base, but I have the Mango making that move into trying to steal this TC away from Frivka still.
I think the builder of this base did an amazing job. It's just confusing enough and just enough doors to where it's making these guys have to expend a lot of effort to get through.
5 seconds left. It's not looking like it's going to be found. It will be absolutely clutch moment if it does. Boom's still going on. Frivka just not giving up, but wherever this TC is, I have to find it in the next 30 seconds. Turkish still holding the first place with quite enough kills. They're about 30 points ahead, but if Frivka find this TC in the last moment, they would shoot to first place.
No, it seems to have slowed down just a little too much for that.
chance, and I don't think it's going to be inside here.
No.
The very last wall. There you have it.
Is it. So Turkish does pull it off. They made it first place, 378 points. What do you think about those stats?
Yeah, that's really impressive. Look, 1 million items, Gavin. That's insane. The farm bots, but not only farm bots, man. They came out on top with so many points. And we did watch Frivka almost clutch it up there, find the TC. It must have been only a few more doors or walls away, but yeah, couldn't quite make it. And Turkish take that first place pretty steadily, you know, and it was really impressive to see how they managed to initially catch up and overtake Lowndes. Lowndes started off with a 100-point lead at one point. It was finishing off the attack phase, but Turkish in the raid phase completely on top of everybody, coming out in first. Very impressed with that, and impressed with all these stats too. Loads of kills, 189 kills, and only 106 deaths.
Yeah, and you have the raids completed. They got 3 TCs, but they had to defend 5 times, and so those extra points just built and built. And the KD, I mean, it's just 189, 106. I mean, they were constantly active, and it really showed. We might not have seen them much in the first part of first part of this attack phase, but they were obviously doing work with all those kills. K with 76 kills, F7 71, and even Shopify with 42. Great turnout by them.
Absolutely insane. You know, that's like half their points. More than half their points just in kills. So PvP Chads of the night, definitely Team 1 Turkish on top of so many different things. Really impressed. It's great to be back to Base Invaders. Thanks for having us. It's great to meet you and cast with you too. It's good to see the Rust scene still strong. Base Invaders still got very, very strong, tough competition. Some really good teams here.
Absolutely. Our stat board does not seem to be working, so we can't look at the other stats. But Frivka came out of nowhere. I mean, they were just doing an amazing job during the raid phase. Second place, Leonce had the lead in the beginning and held it almost to the end. But unfortunately, they had a couple TCs stolen from them. But great job. And Tri Diva Raz, I used to call him Trid Raz, whatever it is. But they did an amazing job too, jumping up to 4th place. But yeah, that is going to be it. I don't see any communication that our winners want to speak to us. So I will go ahead and call it here. I want to say thank you for Rustoria Servers for throwing on this tournament. Rusty Pot again for sponsoring it. Gigi for being an amazing observer and producer, catching all of those TCs that we found, and Bigfoot for joining me today. It was a lot of fun to have you.
Yeah, it's great to be back. Cheers. Thanks for having us.
All right, so that will be it for us, guys. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and we will see you again for Base Invaders next week.
Good
Bye.
night.